Hey guys, how you doing? I took a little while to swap over. Welcome back to GoldRush the Game, Leaderboards Season 11. I have been spending most of today sorting out this claim. Literally, I haven't even had a second swap over of mats and buckets yet. That's how little I've actually been processing. I'm on Nighthawk. I finished my claim over here. So I'm on Nighthawk. My gold map is pretty good. This is where I'm at right now, and I've just finished digging all of this and then setting up obviously the wash plant. So the gold I've got is some pretty decent gold. As you can see, all 600s and 700s. Except for these outer ones, of course. But we'll deal with them on a as we go basis. Back here, still pretty good. A lot of overburden on some of them, but even so. Back here, mainly 4 and 500s. And then back here, the same again with very little overburden. So it's a pretty good map. Spy has kicked in a lot. He's 4,000 ounces ahead of me since about 7 PM yesterday. So he's been grinding like mad. Unless he actually had some buckets stored up he just hadn't processed yet. I don't own this claim, I'm still renting it. I come away from Pine Valley with about $2 million, something to that effect. The reset cost obviously $1 million, and then there's the cost of buying your drill spots, swapping out bringing the equipment over, and then however many days. I think it took me 2 days to finish digging all this. That took 200k up. So it's pretty expensive. But I have every faith that I can make that money back, given the type of dirt that we're harvesting here. Should have been at work today actually. My daughter's whole English class and some other classes that my daughter's not in have actually been told to go home and self-isolate for 2 weeks because there's a student who got tested positive for COVID. I'm not mentioning names or anything, but it's not, my daughter doesn't spend any time with this person. It's just literally being in the same classroom. So at the moment she's alright, she's not showing symptoms or anything, but I had to come home, make sure everything was alright, and picked up a shift on one of my days off instead. Oh, can I get in there? Just about. So this is the final day of summer, which means, Stu, if you're around on the next season, expect thunderstorms. I'm not sure how frequently. We were quite unlucky with how often we got them last time. Yeah, that's still all going through to the wash plant. That's good. That one up there, the top conveyor belt, Frankenstein, was messing me around. It kept sliding. I think I finally got it set in position. So I take it that the lurker is mildewed. How are you doing today, Mark? Come on, music, kick in. It's all sounding a bit quiet. Let's add some other sound, shall we? Oh, that makes all the difference, that does. Ho ho ho. See, you're lucky I know what that meant, otherwise people would be like, what the hell are you trying to say? I don't think there's actually a way of writing that and making it look like it's French. And there's the music. So I loaded up all the bases before I actually started letting the conveyor belts just run. I had almost a full, what's it called, shaker, a full conveyor belt hopper, and 2 full Frankensteins. That was almost one swap out, and I've just been chipping away since. Going to do some work with this. I know I should be using the excavator here, but it's a very tight space at the moment. That section there that's missing right there, that was a basically no gold. It's like 130 something ounces. Wasn't worth the fuel to run it through the plant. It's the closest you could spell it. Wouldn't it be faster to... Yeah, it would. But I'd have to reposition all of this right now, and it's a bit difficult in this location. Where it's still on a slope, it's not the easiest. So I'm just going to have to use the front end loader when it's not reachable. I mean, you say it's faster, it sort of is, sort of isn't. The bucket on this is like twice the size of the excavator bucket. And I'm not making long trips, so it all depends on how you look at it, really. Hey, that's the second swap. I'm not expecting this first one to be the best because this gold here isn't fantastic. It's not actually showing me what it is, which is weird. I haven't dug all the way through it yet. I mean, it was good. It was medium to medium high kind of dirt. It's not the size that counts. That's a myth. It's a combination. What it actually is it's what matters is size and how you use it. If size didn't count, then I wouldn't want. Then I wouldn't mind just having a tiny little coffee mug instead of having the one that I got. Well, size didn't matter. There wouldn't be differently sized portions of food and drink in shops. How do you use it? Depends on what the it is. If it's a light switch, you just push the button. Or twist the dial, depending on the type you got. There you go. Sorted. I suppose now as well, there's also the addition of having Google connected up to it all. Voice activated lighting, got clappers. Hope I haven't missed anything out for you. Hey Spy, well done on the 4,000 in the last 24 hours. Did you really dig all that up, or did you have buckets at hand, like hoarding? I spent all day sorting out this new claim. I'm only on the first 3 squares of mineable dirt right now. But it's a good claim though, dude. It is a fantastic claim. It's a great gold map, this one. Your hoarding ended. Ah, okay. Well, this is the claim I've got now. I'm on Nighthawk. So I spent all day setting up the wash plant, obviously, and then digging out all of this. To come, I got all of these lovely gold squares. Is that an 800 there? No, it's 6. I thought I had an 800 ouncer there. And back here, it's a combination of 5s and 6s. Oh no, there was a 7 as well. Over here, 4s and 5s normally. Mostly. And over here, so mostly pretty good. I mean, I'm not overly concerned at the moment about losing my top 10 slot. It would take a little bit for Chow, let's just call him, to catch up. Just shy of $3 there, unless he's hoarding as well. He or she. I know. And I'm glad I got it because I only had enough money to reset once. I only had about 2 mil. It's about time I got a decent map. I've not been having the best of luck, have I? That last one wasn't too bad. This one's fantastic. Yeah, there is. And you've taken off a little bit on the, well, quite a bit actually. You were a little less than that earlier. So I've got a top 10 spot on both sides. You still need to buy Nighthawk. I'm still renting it. I only own... Oh, I missed that entirely. I only own Pine and Old Arnold. They're the only 2 I own. I mean, I almost didn't reset Nighthawk, but I wanted a claim that had good gold, or potentially good gold, but was also quick to dig up as well, so I can move on again. Try and get rid of that ridge of dirt there, and then I can try and extend this out, the Frankenstein out, so I can use the excavator again. Can't be too far behind needing a clean out now. It'd be nice to get it done before midnight as well, so I can get the chunk taken out quite early, so I can go and smelt it up ASAP. I mean, I'm not desperate for money, but I don't have a massive buffer either. Oh, that's max extension, is it? I don't trust that. If I move about just a little bit, then it's going to miss. How are we doing on the mats anyway? Oh, we are looking like we're almost full. Oh no, sort of. Oh, here we go with the invisible dirt. It's not going to matter too much this time round because we're going to be going doing a clean out in a second. So it's going to chomp away until it says full. As long as I get different areas, I'm not going to overdo it and fall into the Frankenstein. So did you buy this in the end, Mark? I don't actually know how much longer till this is out on console. So if you didn't buy it, if it's out already, you can try and see if you can get it that way. If not, then it shouldn't be too long. It's been waiting for console for a while. No, not much point at the moment. Fair enough. Ah. Stupid bloody angle. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's going into convulsions. Kind of scared to do anything to it. That's all it can reach. Jeez. This is some deep land. Do you have any idea about when the game's out on console, Spy, or if it already is? And what consoles it's going on, or is on? Well, why not? There, number 12. Tyler 19 WL. The WL stands for window licker. It's what Split in Two calls his fan base. He calls them all window lickers. No, it should probably be like have your own name, and then we'll come up with like a little bit on the end. Oh yeah, no, I prefer playing on PC. It's just that Mark, the only computer-based thing Mark's got is a laptop, and he was thinking about getting the game, but obviously it's not going to be usable. Hey Moto, how you doing, dude? So I was just trying to think console for Mark. Hold on. He either needs a PC to play this, or if it's not out yet, wait until it comes out on console. I'm okay. Sort of. My daughter now has to self-isolate for 14 days because somebody in one of her classes, who she has no actual physical interaction with, or near interaction with even, she's on the other side of the classroom normally, because they're breathing the same classroom air, everyone in her class has to self-isolate now because one of her classmates has been tested positive for COVID. It's a shame. I was looking forward. I'm off next week, and I was looking forward to having the days to myself. I mean, don't get me wrong. Glad that she's not. Yeah, if she hasn't got it, but she's not shown any symptoms yet. But if she hasn't got it, I'm glad she's not obviously got it. But I'd rather she stay at home than catch COVID. Obviously. But you know what I was trying to say. Well, like I said, she hasn't actually got any symptoms yet, and I know it's awful to hear. And it's not one of her friends or anything, so they don't hang out like at the school, like on the lunch break. They don't, because there's little groups or bubbles with their friends, isn't there? They don't hang out in the same bubble other than in a classroom, and they're nowhere near each other. So I'm knock on wood, she's gonna be all right. I actually had to come home after my shift lasted me an hour today, because I actually had to come home to let her in because she picked up the wrong door key. But then they said, you know what, don't worry about coming back in today, just stay with your daughter, which is great. I appreciate the fact that they've done it. And I'm picking up a shift on my day off on Wednesday instead. Ah, come on. Oh, there it goes. Well, I'm keeping an eye on her temp, and obviously she knows what symptoms to look out for and let me know about. So we're keeping an eye on things and just going to see how it goes. There's nothing else we can do realistically. The moment either she or I show a symptom, we have to go and get tested at that point. So try ringing them up today. We're not allowed, they don't want us, because there's so many tests that need to be done at any given time, and it's booking appointments and everything. They're waiting until people have a symptom. So we've got to wait for, so if either of us show a symptom, then we've got to get a test done. But also, I won't be able to work as of the moment that we are positive for it. Hell, even if you're showing a symptom, I won't be allowed to work until a test comes back saying positive or negative. How's the leaderboard going on? I am in 10th again. Spy had about 4,000 ounces worth of buckets hoarded up, so he's jumped up a couple of positions. I'll show you in a minute before I do this clean out, and then I'll show you what it's done to me after the clean out. But I'm not expecting to swap a position. I never had this table where I want it. Like the right position. Well, no, because GoldRush actually the leaderboard ends next week. That annoyed me actually, because like I said, I'm off all next week and it ends on the 26th. So I had planned, before they told us the date it was going to end, I had planned to put in all of next week on a final GoldRush leaderboard sort of push, you know. Whereas in actuality, can't talk. When in reality, all I can do is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then maybe Thursday, all back to back. That's the best I can commit to. Because I'm working Saturday, so. Yeah, I wish. I can't. I haven't done a. I haven't been done a full 24-hour stay up in a few years. I don't know. Don't even know if I could do it now without repercussions the next day. Plus, also, I don't stream when my daughter's hanging around. It's not fair to her to have to be like in the background but being quiet and all that. So I normally wait until it's close to her bedtime, then she'll go to her room and read for an hour or so before she actually settles down. Which is why I can start at 8:30 instead of a little later. That also explains why I don't normally go before 8:30. Well, that and the fact that anyone in America wouldn't really... I mean, it's hard enough for some in that kind of time zone to watch at 8:30. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Door here. What am I doing? Right, so before I turn these machines on, I'm in 10th place. I'm 3,000 away from karma, is that? Yeah, 3,300 away from 9th place. So I'm not getting that in one clean out. No chance. I wouldn't mind a 600 ouncer. Even if she wasn't on self-isolation, you know, she still has to come home from school at some point, so I can't really do the 24-hour. I don't know what those buckets were, but they jumped down quick. Come on, these have to be good buckets. Please let these be good buckets. Otherwise, this is a horrendous cleanup for where I am. Yeah, no chance. I wouldn't trust her to operate any coffee machine anything bigger than a kettle, let alone a digger set. Even if it isn't a real one. This is on the outer edge, this gold, so it was that sort of gold. You've seen her driving skills, of course you have, in Rocket League. Wow, that was a pathetic one. I clean out. And just think, I'm going to lose about... Oh, hold on, let me see if I can work this out. I reckon it's going to be 135 to 140 ounces that I'm going to lose due to rent. That's just a guess. That wasn't really me actually working it out. No, he was on about my daughter's ones. My daughter spends most of her time on the ceiling in Rocket League. Now, before I actually do anything, I'm gonna save, quit to desktop, and come back in because I was getting some FPS issues there. Don't worry, I'm not quitting out. I'm just giving you guys something to actually look at. Well, normally the only time I sort of stream it is, the only time I have streamed it is with Celestro. I had Mark in there as well. There's three of us. Otherwise, it's part of my Sunday chill out game with mates kind of day. Yeah, you don't want to be playing with Miller. When Miller's playing, occasionally he'll steal your goal. Like it's heading towards the goal, and he'll just zip in there and give it a little nudge so it counts as his. Or if he thinks that we're winning too much, he'll turn around, head towards the opponent's goal and defend it for them, or try to score the goal as an own goal to help out the opposing team. No, you don't need a PC to play Rocket League. It's cross-platform. I can play it on my PC with my daughter while she's on her Switch. Sometimes, yes. I do prefer PCs. There is a rare occasion I think a console would work out better. It's not our fault the other two quit. Where's my truck? Yeah, somehow he plays so much. Oh no, I know it's not somehow. I know exactly why you play better when you're playing for the opponent teams. It's because me, you, and Nibbles constantly try to screw each other over. When it looks like you're piss-arsing around, the opposing team leaves you alone. That's not going to reach. Well, hold on. Mark, I just sent you a message on Facebook. Ah, snagged. I thought I was going to make it. can't see diddly. No, that's fair enough, Mark. That's why I didn't say anything first. That should do the trick right there. I can just uncouple it. That's why I double checked with you first, dude. Oh, I nudged that one good, didn't I? Or was it this one that's moved? Yeah, no, definitely. Especially with Humble Bundle. Still shifting about, isn't it? Oh, I'll say. No, it's not that. It's the money. He's moving soon. As soon as lockdown ends, pretty much. So he needs the money there. See, my PC's been upgraded part by part over the years. It was only recently, like part by part as needed. It was only recently that I had to buy 3 different bits in order to upgrade one thing. I had to, my CPU had run out of its, my motherboard, sorry, had run out of its upgradability on the CPU. So I had to get a new motherboard to get a new CPU, which also meant new RAM. I should have flattened all of this. And the case is fine. Got one USB on the on top of the case that's no longer working, but other than that, yeah. I mean, it was 300 quid to get all 3, and it was actually funded by Stu, Mr. Gamer, you know him as, and another one of my moderators who hasn't been around lately. I'm hoping she's alright still. They pitched in together to upgrade it for me. What's considered next gen after Horizon? Yeah, look, I'll show you what I've got currently. Hold on. That's currently what I'm running on those bits. Oh, okay, the 5000 series. But to be honest, my GPU, whilst not the top of the line, is actually still pretty good. Hey, Celestra, how you doing, dude? My GPU is the 1060 6GB. Oh, so if I had the money, and the probably would need a better fan, which would mean upgrading my power supply unit, which is only 600. Then I could upgrade to the 5000. Is that what you're saying? See, I wouldn't trust myself with the underwater one. All it would take is my daughter to jog it, and I'll get an electric shock. Well, the BIOS automatically updated when I got the new board. I would imagine it would do so with a on plug and play with the CPU, and even if not the case, it does come with a disc, doesn't it? Yeah, easily. I mean, let me put it this way, right? This claim, with only this little dirt dug out prior to the upgrades, even with the GPU that I've got, I was hitting around 30 FPS on medium to low settings. If I go into town, I'm over 100 FPS. Celestra, what year is Faye in? Is she Katie's year? I wouldn't trust a second-hand GPU because not everyone knows how to treat them well. Not GPU, CPU, sorry. Are you going to stay put? I didn't leave the engine running, did I? Yes, I did. I do apologise, guys. I do need to send something here to Celestro. Celestro, you got a message on Facebook, dude. So that's over there. So I should, in fact I could probably get a little closer, like here. Really uneven ground, I should have leveled it out. Oh, 130. I said 135 to 140. I wasn't far off. No, see, I can't do it. Not from there. Sorry guys, 2 secs. Sorry about that, guys. I've looked at it, but I've not. It looks okay. I mean, I've got American and Euro Truck Simulator, so SnowRunner has caught my eye for that aspect. But it's not something that I've been willing to commit as a to paying for yet. Ideally, I think it would be something I'd love to have a steering wheel to play. Not that I've got one of those either. But it's definitely somewhere inside my wheelhouse. You know, I do like simulation games. And like I said, I've got the Euro Truck and American Truck Simulator games. So I like driving on that aspect. I've also got a few racing games as well. I like Colin McRae, for example. I've never heard of Mud Runner or Sprinters, just the Snow Runner. Celestia, if you're still around on the stream, I've replied for you. Well, then if I had to pick one of them, I would probably go with SnowRunner, in the hopes that they've improved things through one game to the next to the next. I mean, that's not always going to be the case, of course, but no, it's alright. I'd like I said, SnowRunner will probably be the one I go for when I get to the point of going for it. But in all honesty, if I'm saving up for a game, the one I'm saving up for, or will be saving up for when I start doing it, obviously money's a bit tight at the moment, I'm still flexi furlough, is going to cost me 50 quid. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I like TV shows that have sort of gaudy aspects. American Gods, Stargate, The Almighty Johnsons. I've almost finished binge watching for the first time ever Vikings, and this is, oh my god, I had to do this. I put this together to show somebody. Bear with me 2 seconds. Now, have you seen the TV show Vikings? Well, no, you see, I want to try and keep my knowledge of what's going on in the game as minimal as possible. But this is what I found out, right? I put these together myself to show someone. On the right hand side is a character from Vikings. On the left hand side is a character in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Where am I going here? Display capture. Right, so you got Ragnar here and a character from Valhalla here. I mean, yes, okay, he looks a little similar to Floki, sort of, like in the face, but you can see the similarity though here, right? And then tell me that Lagerfeld is not in that game. That is Lagerfeld right there. That's pretty funny. That got loud. Wow. Sorry about that. I didn't expect that to be loud like that. See, right, spoiler alert for anyone who's not seen Vikings. I almost stopped watching it when I just said his damn name. I'm not great with names. Ragnar. When he met his end, I almost stopped watching. But then they continued with Floki. And now Floki's met a volcano. I'm in the final season now. Floki was definitely one of my favourites though. Floki to me, in Vikings, is like Tyrion Lannister. It is Tyrion who's the dwarf, isn't it? It's like Floki in Vikings, the way I like him, is the same way I liked Tyrion Lannister in Game of Thrones. Yeah, names are definitely not my thing. I'm a face person. Or when it comes to music, I'll know a song by its song, but ask me and normally the band as a result. But ask me the name of the song, no clue. Even though they probably say it about 50 times in the chorus. You know when Floki took the people to that island because he was seeing the gods? You know he was eating stuff off the side of the hill. I reckon he was getting stoned off it. But I've got loads of the Assassin's Creed games between Steam and Uplay. Yeah, Uplay. I don't like the side view ones, like the Chronicles. I don't like the Chronicles. One of my favourite Assassin's Creed games so far has to be, is it Brotherhood, where you're taking out the city in sections. You basically got to defeat like an important person in that section of the city, then go and burn the flag at the top of the tower, something to that effect. Well, I would probably enjoy it just for the I like that sort of historical aspect of things. I always have. That's why I like playing Origins as well. I haven't got very far of Origins, but I have absolutely no issue with starting it over and doing the same bits over and over. I don't like the mission system on that one. I don't know why. But just the storyliney bits, you know, I really like it. That's why I like Stargate as well so much. And if you've not heard of it, give The Almighty Johnsons a watch. Basically, it's some people in New Zealand who are the many great descendants of reincarnated versions of the Norse gods, and their powers are like greatly diminished as a result of that. And there's a big quest to help one god find his beloved goddess, and when they do, they're all supposed to get the powers in full as a result. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, give it a look. There's a the reincarnated version of Boulder is a 98-year-old who looks like he's in his 20s because Boulder is reborn every day. But he's also like a stoner surfer dude. Funny as hell. There is there's Loki in it, who is god of tricky fuckers as well as fire. You've got Hod, god of all things dark and cold. He can actually freeze things, though he hasn't got much control over it. Bragi is god of poetry, the Norse god of poetry, but he can bend mortals to his will, so he can talk to them and get them to do pretty much what he wants. Apart from Loki, so far this is all the family, all one family of brothers and their granddad, who is obviously Boulder. Ul, god of games and the hunt, cannot lose at a game against a person or a machine. As long as he's in direct competition, he cannot lose a game. there is a few female goddesses as well. There is Chauvin, who is meant to be wise. No. Chauvin is a love goddess. Snotra is who's meant to be wise. Fulla is the goddess, but she's a handmaiden to Frigg, Odin's beloved. Oh, what, the game or the TV show? Because the TV show, I think it's actually on Amazon Prime, like to watch. Freya is in it, goddess of prosperity. It is actually a pretty interesting TV show. I liked it a lot. Oh, that's all right. That's cool. Yeah, no. I'm not. Oh, I'm basically, by the time I've probably saved up the money for it, I may as well wait for a sale so I can get DLC with it as well. Right, with dirt starting to disappear on me, so I'm going to go smelt my gold. What little there is. Anno, I've heard of that. It's actually possible that's on my wish list. Let me have a quick look here. No, not on my wish list, but let's see. 1800. I'm not seeing an 1800. There's an Anno 1404, an Anno 2205, and an Anno 2070 on Steam. Oh, an Anno Mutatium, something to that effect. Oh, it's mainly on Uplay. Okay, well I haven't got that open at the minute. That's sad. When you put in a lot of hard work digging on Nighthawk and you can't even do one max bar. That's a sad day indeed. Although granted, it's the cost of working on that claim is monumental. It's like 45%. I've heard of Anno before. I don't know where then. I thought it was on my wish list. I've got. Is it like Banished? Or am I thinking of something else entirely? So I'm thinking it's a Civilization style game. Okay, I still haven't reached my total for last season yet. Okay, I've got some Civ games, I think, and I've also got Banished. You're not actually. Switch then. Thank you. I need to flatten out the ground because it is going to be extremely difficult for me to dig on it otherwise. I think bulldozer is the one vehicle I don't own, as well as obviously the small excavator. Well, I don't own my Frankensteins either, but they're on the claim. Got that, got that, got that, yeah. Got that. I'm just going to rent it for now. Using the bulldozer. Had to buy a new vehicle slot to do it. I hate these. You have to have so much leg room to get out. It's the same with the drilling machine as well. Crying out loud. Normally I do it just to get rid of the overburden, but I've just been chucking it through recently. Chucking the overburden through as well. Sorry, my chair's really noisy. You'd think caterpillar trucks would be able to climb over a water splitter, wouldn't you? Can't even see. The problem is I don't want to fall down into the ditch. I was trying to get around it as close as I could. There we go. Yeah, I can chuck that one through. May as well do that one. They'll last me for a while if I just do those squares for now. So let's see, if we keep an eye on, where's that one at? Right there. Don't know if you can see it. See the two golden ones? There's a missing square just above the furthest golden square. Right, so look at the overburden amount to the right there. And when we go over it, we'll take another look. Always save when you're bulldozing. Help if it would catch into something though, wouldn't it? There we go. Oh, looks like I need to go the other direction then. Because the ground is lower on this side than it is on the other. Hey Easton, how you doing, dude? As you can see, pushing the lumpy bits out of the way. That's a lot to answer. My daughter has to self-isolate for 14 days. She doesn't have COVID, but somebody in her class, someone she normally doesn't interact with, just sharing a classroom with, has been tested positive, so her entire class has to self-isolate for a fortnight. So I had to come home from work, get my daughter indoors because she had the wrong key on her, swap out my shift, the rest of my shift for today. I only worked an hour today, swapped out the rest of my shift for today with a shift on my day off later in the week. But other than that, just been chilling out prepping this claim. How about you though, dude? You staying safe at school? Are you on about it's by exposure or are you saying goodbye? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's fine, dude. That's fine. You are staying safe. That's good to hear, dude. Doing this will also mean that I'm closer to the conveyor hopper as well, because I'll be further down, closer to the ground. This is definitely something you don't want to be doing at night. You can't see squat. You get stuck on the tiniest little bump, and you have to reset your machine. That tiniest little bit, like this little raised bit right there. Oh, something didn't like me working on it there. I know this takes up time, but it makes digging so much easier in the excavator. Otherwise the excavator's like teetering on the edge. And constantly slipping around on the hill and sorry, my phone just lit up. I thought I had a message. It's one of those random occasions when it just lights up. Oh, no, come on. You can get onto it, you can get off of it. Oh, am I free? No. I'm not even turning it, it's doing that on its own. Well, that is well and truly stuck, isn't it? Oh. Hey. Let's flatten that before that happens again. Sorry, my coffee cup got stuck to the placemat. That didn't flatten very well, did it? Blade was on the wrong angle. This is overburden. I'm currently doing it back here. If you look, all that grey stuff on top has no gold in it. So what I'm actually doing, technically speaking, is removing the overburden. I could go deeper doing this. Shut up, Mark. And and still not lose any gold as a result. So in actuality, what I'm doing will give me stronger cleanouts, but it obviously, like I said, takes time to do. Especially if you're not used to doing it. It takes a little while to get used to using the bulldozer. In this instance, no, I don't think I'm going to be losing time this way round, because it's such a pain in the arse trying to use the excavator on slopes like this that I actually lose time trying to constantly adjust the excavator. And if enough overburden is removed, you're actually saving time on the amount of gold you're getting in your cleanups by the end of it all. It all adds up. Like better cleanouts because there's less overburden. I had to say it because we all know what Mark's like. Yeah, he was talking to me, dude, because I said if we go, we could actually go deeper if we want. Shut up, Mark. And that's what he's responding to. Why are you asking a question saying sweet and innocent? No one said anything about sweet and innocent. Well, Mark is asking, you're being asked a question. Oh, because we all know what he's like. Okay. Yeah, no. That was worth a double negative right there. So you should have heard us earlier. We were saying about how he was asking if size mattered. I went, well, size didn't matter. You wouldn't have different sized food and drink orders. That's how you use it. So he turned around and said, asked me, so how do you use it then? So I said, well, it depends. I mean, if you talk about light switches, and I went through all the different ways you can use light switches now. You know, switch, flip a switch, use a dimmer, clapper, using Google. Getting someone else to turn the light on and off for you. So many different things. Shooting the light bulb. Oh, it's getting harder to push this back now. No slope, not allowed. Just keep pushing, just keep pushing. Bit off a little more than I could chew with that one, didn't I? I like that. I do love that aspect of this game. Oh no, am I stuck? I was trying to show you something. I got stuck as a result. There we go. Right, so see this spike here? I'm actually going to run over it with my track. That was my excavator track that did that. Or caterpillar track, sorry. The more you drive over a certain piece of dirt, the flatter it will get within reason. I mean, that area there won't get flat, it will just turn into a slope. Yes, sort of. You know when you dig with the excavator, and then the bottom of the dirt kind of pulls out a little bit. Similar thing. Damn, too much. What am I stuck on? So this is that square here we're working on. So keep an eye on that. 2.6 meters, I think that line changes. Oh, gotta be careful. If there's like a hole or a dip or a divot in the area that you're where you're pushing the dirt around, it will actually fill it up. It doesn't want to cooperate here, does it? I'm getting yeah, that ground's not. It's because it's lower down here, so it's going down in steps now. It's not helpful. But it's still more helpful than what it was before. Yeah, he always does. Well, with him, it's any hole's a goal. That's why he helps the opposing teams on Rocket League. He doesn't care where he puts it, as long as he scores. Why am I stuck? Ah. Catch you later, dude. So you Marky scared him off now. Right, so that one we were looking at, this one here, so it was 2.6 and now 2.1. So we just cleared 5 cubic meters of dirt off the top. Don't know what you're talking about. You know, I need a refuel. Yeah, I don't have a worker in the bulldozer. I could make one. Today has been largely a prep day. Once I finish getting all of this out of the way, I can just go back and get rid of these little ridges, and I think we're all set. I know he's not here now, but you can see the sort of cliff face evening out there where the dirt's getting pushed down it. Come on. It really doesn't like that bit, does it? A bit too much dirt there. No climbing. Just pushing. Thank you. See, it wasn't that hard. Now we've just got to deal with all these little ridges that have formed. It doesn't take long. I shouldn't be doing it this way actually. We went down in steps, which means I'll be end up making more ridges doing it this way. Thankfully we're not going to be digging on that square. Well, it's too late to change up now. Actually, I shouldn't be pushing it backwards because it's going to be, in a minute, placing overburden onto squares that we're later going to want to be digging. So maybe I should be heading off in that direction instead. Never know, it might fill out the steps. Or not. Yeah, well, they can keep wanting to work for me. I'm stocked up on my workers, thank you very much. Stu, if you're watching, disappear. Thunderstorm. I wonder how often actual thunder and lightning activates people's epilepsy if they've got photosensitivity. Oh, come on, nearly there. As soon as I finish flattening this, I'll sleep. Just try and get rid of the thunderstorm. It doesn't have to be 100% flat, just so that the caterpillars aren't getting stuck on random little molehills and doesn't keep sliding around as a result of the terrain. Yeah, that should be mostly usable. I don't know why I went to use the tablet. I meant to sleep. Although it looks like it might be ending. Or not. It's getting bright enough to end. There we go. Do I need to fill up the tower? Oh, we're missing a good chunk of water actually. Sleeping didn't help either. Was only an hour, but oh, it's not as bad as it looked. Shame I can't reach the actual thing from here, but a little bit longer, a little bit more, and I'll be able to use the dump truck with it. So let's have a look now at that square. There we go. So I got rid of 1.6 cubic feet worth of overburden. And now there's only 1 cubic meter left, or 1 cubic foot, whatever you want to call it. So that's not bad. I can reach that. Just need to remove this little ridge here. Well, sort of reach that. 3%. Ah, no. Damn it, I got stuck on the against the dirt on that one. Oh, yeah, no, that's not happening at all. I think I'll go with the front end for the moment. Well, at least now that's not going to slip about on the dirt. And that was the main purpose. Happy byproduct meaning less overburden to deal with. So it's not all a loss, wasn't all a waste of time. Waste of time is when I go flying off the walls like that. What the hell? Come on, behave. Don't, oh dear, don't shift that about. Please don't shift it. Maybe I'm self-employed and it's still more than my job's worth to shift it. You know what, actually it might be easier if I'm gonna have to shift it anyway, I've nudged it too much. But if I pull it forwards a bit, then I can use the excavator with the dump truck. Make things go so much faster. Oh, I've nudged that and a half. Nice, dude, nice. Congratulations. You are officially much better than me. Either that or you've had a lot more time. Maybe a combo of both. I don't mind, as long as I've got a place on the leaderboard. Hey Sebastian, welcome dude, welcome, thank you for the sub dude, appreciate it. That made me jump. Welcome to the Ninja Army. Wait, is that slipping still? Alright, I think we might have enough room. You're still lined up, so that's good. Hit the power. Go get the dump truck. Oh no. No, no, no. Quick, 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 quick. It's clouding over before the storms start again. Oh yeah, I see. Well, K Gira's gonna probably chuck a load through soon. You know what he's like. And Tiny's pretty good at chucking last minute like clutch cleanouts. So watch your back with those two. That's seasonal gold. What am I doing? There we go. I know Will's or C Will has been doing a lot. He motored up the board the last couple of days. Karma, I haven't seen them doing too much, so you might be alright with them. Okay, Gear's all the way up there now. Look at Classy Games. I'm sorry, but that is the sort of total that people used to get on the 8-week one. I did have a potential idea for a maybe kind of glitchy cheat. I don't know if it would work or not, and I don't want to try it. Well, I do want to try it, but I'm not going to try it until after the leaderboards, because I don't want to risk getting blocked. And I highly doubt it will work anyway. But in theory, depending on how good or bad the patch is for it, what you do, hold on, let me get my bearings here. Right, so say this is a really good square here, okay? So you dig it all the way down to about that level, where there's still a good chunk of gold underneath. And then you just start going ahead and mining up this stuff. And then what you do is you dump that on top of this. Would it then become good dirt mixed in, like to the level of what was already there? Or does it just not work that way? You're getting my meaning, aren't you? Like I said, I highly doubt that one will work. It's the only thing I can think of cheat-wise at the moment, what people could possibly be using. If there are cheats. Because it's still not clear, is it? split nose. I don't. I think it gets oh, split nose you don't. You think it gets averaged out. Oh, okay. When you said split nose, I thought you meant like he knows the cheat that's being used, if there is one. There we go. Typical. As soon as I get it sorted, it just gets nudged away off the wall. Already I can't see what I'm doing thanks to the invisible vanishing dirt thingy. Look at that, that's the world's most ineffective superhero. Invisible vanishing dirt thingy. Catch you later, dude. It's not going to be too much longer before I stop anyway. Could call it that, I suppose. See if I can create a little a little bit more wiggle room in there. You know what, guys, this is going to be a little fiddly, and you've seen me do enough. Did I really almost just say what I almost just I'm not even going to. Yeah. You see me do enough tricky bits today, or messing about with bits that should have been done faster than they were. So I'm going to end it off here. Tomorrow's live stream, assuming he's still up to it, will be a game with Celestro. Uncertain of which yet. Then Wednesday I'm not streaming, and then Thursday we'll be back with some more GoldRush. So I will be well into my fourth season. I've only skipped one. I don't know. My next year. I'll be well into the next year. Hopefully still on the leaderboard, hopefully doing well, maybe even upped a position or two with any luck. However, I am working Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, so the likelihood isn't all that high. Then I'm off Friday, I think. Then I'm working Saturday, and then I've got Sunday right up until leaderboard ends when I'm not working. So here's hoping I can stay in this. I really hope I can. I really want that skin. It's just not been as easy a go about it on this one. I'm not sure why. Maybe I just haven't had that much luck with the maps. I'm not sure. Could be, well, a combination of that and more work hours this time round. I'm definitely feeling the struggle a bit more this season. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for the sub once again. Was it Sebastian? I believe so. Hold on, let me double check that. Streamlabs. Sorry, names are not my forte, so I apologise greatly if I got it wrong. But as you got the notification, that means Streamlabs has a copy of it on my thing here. Yes, Sebastian. That's the one. Thank you once again, dude. Appreciate the sub. If anyone is watching this after the fact and you want to see more live streams, go ahead, hit that subscribe button just like Sebastian did. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so that you get notified when I schedule a stream. I have been, despite the struggle, I have been having fun with this. Always do when I'm into it. And then I get burnt out and don't play it for a little while. I probably should have left it this season, but like I said, I really want the truck skin. So, well, anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, sleep well. Goodbye.